What is up, my friends? It's a brand new week and you are very welcome along to Monday's Anfield Agenda News Roundup. Today we're going to be talking about a centre-back shopping list, some new rules in the World Cup that we can expect to see, Virgil van Dijk and another milestone in his illustrious career. We'll be talking about a couple of West Ham players that Manchester United are interested in. Hint, we've talked about them here on the channel. And lots more, including a reunion with Kanza on the cards. We'll talk to you guys about that and lots more over the next few minutes. But as always, my friends, I want to know your thoughts. You know the drill. Let me know in the comment section. Drop a like if you enjoyed the video. But most importantly, do check that you are subscribed to the channel. We really want to try our best to push on towards the 500,000 mark, and every one of you that hits that button makes a huge difference. So let's get stuck into it. We're going to start off with the centre-back shopping list. So Team Talk have said that Liverpool are interested in the following players as they look to strengthen the centre-back situation in the summer. Now, what I'd like to know when I go through this list from you guys is rank them for me in the comments. Who would you have at the top of your shopping list and who would be all the way down in 4th place? The names: Mickey van de Ven of Spurs, Alessandro Bastoni of Inter Milan, Nico Schlotterbeck of Borussia Dortmund, and Murillo of Nottingham Forest. And for me on this one, ladies and gentlemen, there are pros and cons for every one of those players on the list. Some of them I would love if Liverpool played in a back three. Others I think could come in and do a job right now. Let me know though in the comments what way you would rank these players and which one you think is the most likely to come through the AXA training centre doors, if any, of course. Right, let's move on. We're going to talk about our captain, Virgil van Dijk, and another fantastic milestone for him in his illustrious career. If Virgil van Dijk plays tomorrow against Wolverhampton Wanderers for Liverpool, he'd have been available for the last 100 Premier League games, starting 99 of them. Maintaining that level of availability, Greg Evans said, in any competition is remarkable. Doing it between the ages of 32 and 34 is extraordinary, particularly when only one other current Premier League player comes close to matching it. Another sign that we do really rely on Virgil van Dijk. And here's one for you. Are we already getting to the point where we're talking about another contract extension for Virgil? Because I am. How could you not? His level, as we see it, has been fantastic this season. Aerially, he's completely dominant. Availability-wise, well, he's almost bulletproof. So me, I would give him another contract. I'd extend it by at least a year. But let me know what you guys think about that in the comments section. Now, Liverpool creating chances. We have created the most of anybody in the Premier League. According to Who Scored, Liverpool have created more chances with 342 than any other Premier League side this season. Which is weird considering you look at our goal difference and it's nowhere near where we'd like it to be, or nowhere near where you see Arsenal or Manchester City. So, yeah, creating them, but we just need to start putting a few more of them away. So, I want to talk to you guys now about some new rules that you can expect to see at the World Cup this summer. These have now been confirmed as having been brought through with IFAB, and you will expect to see them at the World Cup. So, a player who is substituted will have 10 seconds to leave the field. If it takes longer, the player coming in must wait for at least 1 minute before entering the pitch. If a player asks for medical assistance on the field, he must leave the pitch for 1 minute. Exceptions, of course, can be made. Now, often you see if a player is injured because of a booking or a challenge that led to a booking, then the player wouldn't have to leave the pitch. If the referee thinks time is being wasted on a throw-in or a goal kick, he will start a 5-second countdown. If the ball is not put back into play in that time, the throw-in will be awarded to the other team, or in the case of a goal kick, a corner will be awarded to the opposing team. I have to say on this one, I like it. Let me know your thoughts on it, but I do like that. If anything that stops the time wasting, the Arsenals of this world, the Galatasarays, the Atletico Madrids, they're all teams that we face this season that, quite frankly, have taken the proverbial. Right, VAR. VAR will be able to review second yellow cards or corner kicks if it detects a mistake. Not sure how I feel about that, but we'll talk about it more tonight on the Late Night Agenda. Right now, let's talk about Florian Wirtz, because Fabrizio Romano has confirmed what Arne said in his presser. Florian Wirtz will miss the next 2 games, expected to return next week. So both of the games against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Tuesday night, of course, Premier League game, and then on Friday, FA Cup. No Florian Wirtz, meaning he will have missed the last 3 games for the Reds. Spurs have been fined €30,000 and given a suspended 1-match ban from selling tickets to away fans due to what UEFA terms the racist and or discriminatory behaviour of its supporters against Frankfurt on January 28th. The ban is suspended for a probationary period until March 2027. Spurs also fined €2,250 for throwing objects. Hugo Ekitike. Liverpool have announced today that Hugo Ekitike has been nominated for the Premier League Player of the Match Week award, and they say get your votes in, Reds, and please do. We want to make sure Hugo wins that award. So, we talked about some centre-back options at the start of the show. Now let's get into a potential reunion with a former Liverpool player. Team talks say that Liverpool have been watching Jarell Kanza closely over the past month, with representatives from Anfield watching him in Leverkusen's last 4 games and duly including him in internal discussions over defensive recruitment in the summer. Although the buyback clause apparently doesn't become active until the 2027 season, the German club wouldn't stand in the way if his desire returned to Merseyside and could reluctantly agree to bring the arrangement with Liverpool forward, reportedly worth £52.5 million in that instance. Now, I wonder what happens here, because would Jarell Kanza want to come back if Arna's still at the club? Would Arna want Jarell Kanza back if he's still at the club? You know, it was 45 minutes of football, then it was onto the bench, and then we didn't really see much more of Jarell Kanza under Arne Slot. So let's wait and see what happens with this one. I do think we will see Jarell Kanza back at Liverpool, whether it be next summer or the summer after. I do think a return is very much on the cards. Right, I mentioned at the start of the video as well about a couple of West Ham players that Manchester United have their eyes on. And these are players that we've spoken about on the channel before. So this piece here from West Ham Central said that Manchester United are eyeing superb West Ham duo Jarrod Bowen and Matheus Fernandes. Now, Matheus Fernandes is a name that we spoke about quite a bit over the last week here on the channel. A name that I was told to keep my eye on, not just as a developing player, but as somebody that Liverpool could be interested in. £94 million, they say, is the fee for the two of them, but is that only if West Ham go down? I don't know what's going to go on with West Ham, by the way. I know the Spurs, West Ham, Nottingham Forest all competing to stay up in the Premier League, but even if West Ham stay up, I do think they'll find it difficult to keep some of their star players, because, let's be honest, that club's been treading water for a while since the move from Upton Park to the London City Stadium. It's not really gone to plan for West Ham, so let me know what you think on this one. I mean, Manchester United have been linked to pretty much every defensive midfielder on the planet over the past couple of months. Talk about Anderson, of course, from Nottingham Forest. They've been linked with Carlos Baleba. These are all the type of players that, of course, I'd like to see Liverpool looking at. But let me know your thoughts on this one, ladies and gentlemen. Jarrod Bowen, Matheus Fernandes, also on Manchester United's radar. Now, as we know, the Reds currently sit in 5th place in the Premier League. Tomorrow, we take on Wolverhampton Wanderers at Molineux. It is an 8:15 kickoff, which means we'll be live here on the channel from 7 p.m. I hope you can come and join us for it. I'll also be back here tonight at 8:45 for the late night agenda, where we can talk through this, Arne Slot's press conference comments, and lots more. Don't forget, tonight, 8:45. We'll see you then. Much love. Bye-bye.